Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Platinum Thursday.
I'm Jay.
I'm Sparks.
Are you tired?
I'm okay.
Oh, I got a yawn. What the hell? Hey guys, how's it going? It's Thursday. It's partly cloudy outside with a really good chance of thunderstorms. Unless you live somewhere else, then
Unless you live someone else?
yeah. They're mentally trapped in someone else's body in another state.
Oh.
In that case, I'm sorry. Maybe watch Ghost Hunters. Maybe you'll find someone that can help you out.
Gotta be trippy.
Really. Alright guys, we have a TvP for you today on Platinum Thursday. We are on Bel'shir Vestige, the cousin of Ohana. And Iron Sparks will take it away and introduce those players.
In our top left corner, we have our red Terran SiNFiN.
Do you think he likes cinnamon?
No, I think he's a bad fish.
I think he should create his own line of cinnamon designed for fish.
Huh.
SiNFiN cinnamon.
And his opponent, the blue Protoss Probe.
I think he just likes probes.
Well, he sure has made a lot of them.
Taken in a innocent way, oh, he likes that one unit from Protoss. Taken another way,
Oh.
that's disturbing. Alright, TvP. We casted the games for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on Monday. I have no memory of what happened during those games. I know on Tuesday, we had no sound except for us.
You know, honestly, as soon as we're done, I don't remember what happens in those games.
They're not epic enough. Guys, we need epic games. If you got an epic game, you need to send it to SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com.
But even if they are epic, I don't remember. That way, that's like if anyone actually leaves a comment about what happens in the game, I have to rewatch the game to know what they're talking about.
So you guys better leave some comments or we're never going to remember what happened in the previous games. Well, in this game,
There's a Reaper.
we do have kind of these semi-standard Terran opener for Heart of the Swarm. We have a Reaper popping out of the barracks that just built. And with Probe, we have a classic build. We actually have the Gateway a little halfway done. Not the Gateway, but the Cybernetics Core about halfway done. Gateway is pumping out a Zealot right now. And I like that this SCV is here because it's going to be able to scout out and see what exactly is going to happen. And give some knowledge to the Reaper that is going to pop out. But you know what? This Probe is like, I smell something. I smell something. Ah, yep, smells like a stinky Reaper. Then he
Which,
died.
you know, he sacrifices his life for that scent.
Yeah, I mean, we have a Zealot on the field for Probe. The really nice Zealot. Now, mind you guys, Probe is level 90, which that means nothing more than, damn, he plays a lot of StarCraft. But we have a Stalker out too, so I think because that sacrificing martyr type Probe saw what was going on, he should be able to defend this real easy.
Yeah, I mean, the Reaper might get into a minimal amount of damage, but again, the Stalker's sitting here waiting.
Good position. He's next to the mineral line. And here we go. Unfortunately, that Reaper went straight for the path that led right to the Stalker. And back up at SiNFiN Cinnamon, we do have an SCV getting chased to death by the Probe. I think one more zap will occur. Or not. Oh well.
And Probe did, in fact, see that command center is being built.
Yeah, and this Probe, I know the moment it dies, The moment it stops moving, it will die. Oh, no, the zap goes on.
The moment it dies, it'll stop moving, too.
Totally, it'll blow up into tiny pieces, too.
But, you know, this Marine might be able to save it.
Oh! That's a nice Marine right there, looking out for his buddy.
It's like a hero Marine.
Alright, we do have a Reaper sitting down there on the low ground. But really not doing too much besides scouting, giving some vision. And back at Pro's base, we do have Double Forge on the way. He's going to be able to double pump those upgrades. Which, an early upgraded Protoss army is a scary army. It's like a death ball with spikes. And enchiladas. What they do is they take the enchilada and they set it on the ground. And then while you're eating the enchilada, which is delicious,
I don't know after it's on the ground.
the Protoss death ball rolls over you with spikes.
I think after, the enchiladas on the ground, I wouldn't want to eat it.
It's on a plate.
You didn't mention that.
It's on a plate.
As, the plate on top of wood of mine.
That's a good idea. Can we do that?
There's no plates.
I want
There's,
the
disruptable
enchilada
plates.
widow mine trap.
Alright, a little bit of poking was done by Probe.
That's so wrong. That is so wrong. Please don't
That
make.
was- that was not
Do not make
intentional.
that one again. Whole game.
But it was quickly repelled by this bunker. That wasn't even intentional.
That's sad that it wasn't intentional.
Alright,
Unintentional poking and probing is never good. Oh, dear Zelnaga. Alright, yes, there was a Mothership Core, and I think it was a Zealot or Stalker moving and trying to see
who's
what
this guy?
It was that guy? Alright. Yeah, so they did see that a little bit of forward defense has been established by SiNFiN.
Twilight Council just finishing up for Probe.
And I'm just gonna assume that is for additional upgrades. It kind of looks like Probe is just going gateway units with upgrades, but I mean, that structure does allow him to, like I was just about to say, go into higher level tech like the High Temp or the Dark Templar. And he is
They are really higher level.
They are. They
It's
really,
like
they're like grad school.
High
They're like
Templars.
grad school level. But if they're from Southern California, they just do weed. This is a really good call. I like that Probe is doing this because he initially, when he chased that SCV back with his Probe that unfortunately got murdered by that Marine, he did spot that there was a lot of barracks, so he does know that SiNFiN is going to go heavy bio. So Probe is doing a really great job at playing reactionary Protoss, which, I think it's easier to play reactionary with Protoss, but the one thing that does make it easier is you have to scout. If you have no scouting information, you really can't react. It's kind of like Zerg. Zerg has to play reactionary, and Iron Spark's just there. Why is that upgrade green?
What? Oh, they changed it a couple patches ago.
Why?
They changed the colors.
Why?
So there's like more of a difference.
That was true. I think I always have to ask you, which Protoss upgrade is that?
Hey, no, this is honestly the first time I'm actually seeing them because every Protoss we watch hasn't done upgrades.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, here's the thing. If you find yourself getting close to the 10 or I'd say at the max 15-minute mark, get your upgrades. At least get one forge, one evo chamber, or one engineering bay, and get those upgrades going. I mean, if your plan is to invest more in units, that's okay, but I mean, those upgrades, especially if you get into like a 20-minute mark in your game, if you don't have those upgrades, you're going to start falling behind quickly. Reaper moves in now to do some damage to the probe line or get massacred by it, but actually this Reaper is just scouting.
Yeah, and it did a very good job at scouting. It spotted the Templar archives. It spotted the Twilight Council.
Why did it spit at it?
It spotted.
I think that photon overcharge,
it was like a little bit of an overkill.
I think he disintegrated the Reaper.
I don't know. But Storm is now on the way, and looking back at SiNFiN's base, we have them doing a drop.
What do you think about the drop?
I think maybe if you put a base on it.
Really? I dropped the base joke. All right. The one thing with Probe right now, he does have a small army, but given time, Probe is going to have a really well upgraded army. I mean, he's going to have the high temp. Psystorm's almost done. I don't think I've seen any high temp warped in. Damn, that does look kind of cool. The level 3 weapons, that looks nice. Here we go. Drop in the main. It's going to start attacking the probe line. A couple probes are going down. Photon overcharge is on the Nexus, and here comes the Protoss Death Ball. That was you just wanted to watch Terran people get massacred, right?
I don't really call this a death ball. I call it, hey, it's units.
It's like licorice.
Do you call it a Terran death ball when he moves units to defend his base?
No, you usually call it omnoms for like Colossus
Or
and
like-
High Temp.
If like Zerg.
Why
is it called a death ball?
I think it's called the Death Ball because
it's what everyone else does in the
I know.
game.
Well, I think like with the other races,
You do the same thing.
I think you can have a Death Ball with the Zerg, but I think we always call it a Swarm because that's the name that's associated. I think that the term Death Ball got started for Protoss because you can mix in a lot, like a good variety of units into a giant Protoss army, and I mean, they look round on the minimap, which all of them do, all the races, and it's just a Death Ball, and that's all I got. I'm just using the terminology out there.
It's just like, it makes sense. It's like, it's not like Protoss is doing anything different from any other race. They mass the units, they attack when they're maxed out. It's what we see every single game
Hey,
we cast.
if you never want to use the death ball anymore, that's fine. That's totally fine.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to not build any units.
It's like what other choice do you really have?
I don't know. It's
There's options to harass, but
hey,
you're not going to win the
why
game
is it
by
called
that.
the Destiny Cloud Fist build?
Because someone was probably like...
Were they drunk and just throwing
They were
words
hanging
together?
out with the High Templar.
I see what you did there. Alright, well, we do have a basic bio army for SiNFiN, Marine Marauder.
The one thing I like that SiNFiN is doing...
Ghosts.
He made ghosts.
Are we going to have a nuke?
Probably not.
I want a nuke.
He did already finish the Mobius reactor upgrade.
Nuke!
So, they do... Ghosts do excellent against Protoss. Unless you're going against, these guys that are going to be coming.
I hate that. You know what I hate? I don't really hate it. It's fine. I'm not mad or anything about it. But it just seems interesting to me that if you are in a Terran Protoss matchup, and you guys can disagree or agree in the comments, it's fine. I don't care.
You guys can just say anything in the comments, really.
Literally, you could be like, hi, and we'd be happy. That's that simple. Protoss have 2 very good answers to the 3M battle strategy for Terran. And if you combine those 2 things and maybe add some sentries and some good force fields in it, GG Terran.
But then you just drop 1 AMP.
What's an AMP?
EMP.
It's like an A&W.
AMPM.
An AMPM. You just drop a whole convenience store right on the Protoss death square.
But really, like, EMP, these can't do feedback nor storm.
I know.
These can't force
cut their
field.
life in half.
None of these have shields
okay,
anymore.
just EMP all the way.
Exactly.
We do have Hallucinated Phoenix moving out. I think they actually, it doesn't look like they're going to pick off on the Terran Death Ball that's moving out. See, it's not really a Terran Death Ball because the medvacs always get ahead of themselves and they like splinter off from the main army. Alright, here we go. SiNFiN looks like he's hunting for expansions. He's going to smack dab run into a Zealot. Toodle Zealot. And he's going to run into the... Never mind. He's going to go high ground.
But Cloak is now done for these ghosts.
It is. And hey, on the way for Probe, we do have a Dark Shrine just in case everything goes sour for him. So, yeah. Here we go. Engagement in the middle. We have the Colossus. We have Psystorm down on the Bio Units. Takes out a giant chunk of SiNFiN's army. They're all in their colorful fire health bars getting eaten away by the Zealots. But a little bit of Stutter Step is going to... I'd say about a third of the army survives.
Yeah, and if SiNFiN's army had been bigger,
Just spit on your own hand.
No, you did.
I'm sorry.
When you were talking, if it had been bigger, it would have been able to take this out. Because if you looked at that, all the Zealots and most of the Stalkers had no shields at all.
Here we go. A little stim on a pack of Marine Marauders. Unfortunately, they stim right into the base. We have a bit of an elevator move on the high
It's
ground
because
over
those
here.
were the ones who were left behind.
And we got a GG from SiNFiN because, yeah. I don't think he could have rebuilt.
No, he just kind of let Probe do whatever he wanted.
That's wrong. What? That is so wrong. Alright, guys, leave a comment down below how you think the game went. Hit that like button, subscribe, favorite, share. We'd absolutely appreciate it if you did.
Send us in your replays at SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you got a good game, an okay game, an epic game, not a long game.
If you have any probes.
If it's a long game, it better be epic.
Or you better give us notes. Hey, you can fast forward from here to here.
Yeah, that'd actually be appreciated. You guys have a great day. We will see you on Diamond Friday. We got a Diamond game, right?
Yep.
We'll see you on Diamond Friday and Dark Shrine.
GG.